everyone, welcome to Brick Artemis. My name is Rob. If it is your first time here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, of course, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time a video comes out. Today's video is a special one, as always, right? But today we're going to talk about Spider-Man in the Hot Toys community. And when I say community, I mean community. So we're going to talk about what makes Spider-Man so special, why Hot Toys make so many different Spider-Man, and whether or not I believe they should still do that, and why I love Spider-Man so much. So I guess that kind of gives it away. But I'm not the only one talking today. I have asked over 20 different YouTubers / Instagram, different content creators throughout the Hot Toys or 1/6 community, what their favorite Hot Toy Spider-Man figure is, or what Spider-Man figure they think is the best. And let me tell you, the community did not fail me. They are amazing. I am so thankful. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how fast they sent me their video. And, just it means a lot because this community is so special and amazing. So at the end of the video that I make, I am putting all of their videos put together, over 20 different people, and they're all going to tell you what their favorite figure is and tell me. I haven't watched all of them, so I'm very excited for this. Guys, let me know down in the comments what your favorite figure is, or what you think the best Spider-Man figure is, and like the video, of course. And let's get on with talking about Spider-Man, what makes him so special, and starting this by looking at the figures that I currently own. So Spider-Man is definitely special for a lot of people because as kids, I think we all know that Spider-Man is one of the more kid-friendly superhero, but can also kind of be for like older kids and adults and pretty much for the whole family. So when this movie came out, I think it was 2001, right? When the movie came out with Tobey Maguire, it really got a lot more kids involved with Spider-Man. Sure, you have those kids that grew up with the animated Spider-Man series from the 90s and even before that with comic books and other TV shows, but that 2001 movie really kicked off that, and X-Men probably really kicked off these Marvel movies. But that being said, it kind of grew with us and lived with us for our whole lives. So Spider-Man is just special in that way of nostalgia and really cool villains, right? Like you can see here, Venom and Carnage, but also just a really cool looking suit. No matter really what suit he's in, he looks awesome. The colors are always really cool together. His big eyes, the way he can swing around the city and fight crime and have strength and agility. And these really cool, sometimes even scary, but sometimes even funny villains. So it just makes everything so much fun for all ages, which is what makes Spider-Man so special to me, and I think a lot of people in the community and just in general, superhero fans. But as you can see here, I have some variations myself, different versions here of Spider-Man via Hot Toys. And I've got to say, I love every single one of them. And these are figures that I never see myself getting rid of because they are so special to me. And I bought each one for a reason. I think they are all great. I love what they come with, the webbing, the different hands, the different looks with all of them because they all do look different. And, if you have too many, you can always say, well, it's like a Spider-Verse, like it makes sense to have them all together in all different variations, as many as you can and want. So definitely unique, something you can't really do with anything else except maybe Batman, I think would make sense. Obviously, you can collect a lot of Star Wars figures, but to have all the same character, I think Spider-Man just makes the most sense. So to have so many Spider-Man in the Hot Toys community, it definitely makes sense to me, and I hope they keep them coming because I want more. And they, of course, will keep them coming. But yeah, guys, I mean, they just look really cool. And I know my posing isn't crazy, but I like some of these stoic poses like this. And then also some of these action poses where, you can see Miles coming around Spider-Gwen right there. And, you've got that homemade suit behind Gwen as well, leaping over one of those droids. And just a lot of different variation here and means a lot to me and really what got me into comic books in general. So I'm going to start off talking about this Andrew Garfield Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, this is the quote-unquote 2.0, but it also is supposed to be from the No Way Home line, but it is titled Amazing Spider-Man 2. But you know what? I did not care because I never got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, and this was my chance. So, unlike a lot of people, I did not mind that it didn't say No Way Home. Andrew Garfield's my favorite Spider-Man, and I am happy to have this figure in my collection. I love the suit. I think the head sculpt is really, really good, and it is probably one of my favorite, if not favorite, Spider-Man suits in all Spider-Man history. I love the long spider, the way he goes all the way down almost to his belly button. I think the colors mesh well together, and it just reminds me of going to the IMAX for the first time. I was a little late to the IMAX experience, but for the first time, seeing The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Just a really cool figure, and love having him. Here we have the integrated Spider-Man. Man, what a really cool figure. This is also from No Way Home. If you remember that scene where he is fighting off Doc Ock and all these villains. And what's really cool about this figure is he really shines bright. I love his spider legs behind them. I know he's got a name for them, but I don't know him. I always forget that name. But he just looks super, super cool, especially on this base where you can see here the Doc Ock tentacle combing around him, and it just looks super cool. You don't have to do anything too crazy. You can, but you don't have to. And as you can see here, you got the Sandman stuff underneath. You've got the smoke and the Green Goblin pumpkin bombs. You've got it all, man. This suit alone is fabulous, let alone this base, and it just goes really well together. And you can really put any Spider-Man on here, but it just makes the most sense putting the integrated Spider-Man on this base. And this could be like the only Spider-Man that you have and the only hot toy that you have, and it'll make a really great piece in any other collection or any other office or what have you. And it's just really cool. Here we have Miles, and I would say this is probably another top 3 Spider-Man suits of mine. This is super unique and special to me as well because that movie Into the Spider-Verse was definitely ahead of its time and still holds up today. I know it's only a few years old, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love this film and this suit. You've got the shoes down there. Now, they're not labeled Nike, but they're good enough for me. And you've got the jacket. You've got the double layered jacket. You can have 3 different looks with this Spider-Man, as I will show you later, the different head sculpts, but just a lot of really cool stuff with this Miles Morales. And he does go good with other Spider-Man. You don't have to worry about it being animated because if you have on his Spider-Man mask, he goes so well with these other Spider-Man, as you can see here. And he is definitely very flexible, just like this homemade suit Spider-Man from Homecoming. I'm sorry, Far From Home. Come on now. This is a really, really, really cool piece as well. I really, really loved the Tom Holland trilogy. It took me a minute to really appreciate Tom Holland's Spider-Man for many reasons, which I won't really get into now. But once it was all said and done, I really, really loved it. And these hands are super cool. Like, the hands are a little different than other Spider-Man hands, and I appreciate that. I love that. Just, with the gloves and the way he's got, the fingertips sticking out. Just a really, really cool thing that they added there. But man, like, this Spider-Man is probably the most flexible hot toy you'll ever, ever lay your hands on. He can do any pose you want him to, and you don't have to worry about a thing ruining the suit. And of course, it comes with that droid, which is super awesome. But yeah, man, look at these Spider-Man. They're awesome. They're so cool. I keep saying awesome. I don't mean to, but just really awesome to have these different variations of Spider-Man side by side together and just still looking just perfect. Here we have Spider-Gwen, which is also from the End of the Spider-Verse line. We only got 2 from that line. Where's our Peter B. Parker? Where is our Doc Ock? Where is our Prowler? I want more, but you know what? I'm happy with this figure too. She comes with a beautiful head sculpt, which I will show later. She comes with Spider-Ham, and she also looks really, really cool next to this Spider-Ham here. And I absolutely love how there's like drool on the base of the spider hand. You know, as he's saying, it can get weirder. And that was just a wonderful, wonderful scene. Cool little colorful base here with this Spider Gwen. And I always had a really big fandom of this Spidey suit as well. And the movie, she was so awesome in this movie. She was so cool. And here you can see the other head sculpts from the Miles hot toy from Into the Spider-Verse. And like I said, you come with 3, so you get the one with the mask, you get the one with the half mask, which is super cool and unique. I mean, look at the detail in his head, like, or his face, I'm sorry. And that mask up top, like, it just looks so good. And here, side by side, we have his other head sculpt, which I think the one on the right here is probably my favorite head sculpt of all time, with this Gwen Stacy. Oh my goodness. Like, Hot Toys, you are really doing some good stuff with this Spider-Verse line, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see Across the Spider-Verse and see these other figures like Spider-Punk and just 2099. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of these figures, because even though they're animated, they look so unique and so beautiful. Like this head sculpt, the hair, everything about this head sculpt, this Miles and this Spider-Gwen, probably my 2 favorite head sculpts ever. You know, I hear a lot of animated stuff, like it doesn't go well with the other figures. It doesn't have to. It really doesn't, because you can put them in their own spot, or you can put them in the case like I did, and it looks amazing. Like, look at those eyes. They're just popping. And here, all 3 of them are together. I don't want to make this a Into the Spider-Verse review, but these are 3 head sculpts that I wanted to show, because these figures do come with so much and so many different accessories and outfits and different ways to pose them. Here is the box here for Miles Morales. As you can see, the different types of poses that you can do for him, or the different types of looks that you can do for him with some of the accessories. As you can see, he's got the paint spray there, and just a really cool looking box too. I mean, look at these 2 boxes side by side, so colorful. Like, these are boxes you definitely want to keep. I want to keep all my boxes, but these 2 are just special. All right, moving on. We have the video game Spideys, the 2.0s from Spider-Man 2 from the PS5. What a great game. Should have gotten Game of the Year last year in 2023. But, man, it comes with the little spider here. I forget the name for that, too. But it's like this little robot that you go around searching for things and whatnot. But these 2 figures side by side look amazing. And I cannot wait for the Venom from the video game to come out to put with these 2 as well. Because, man, I was talking about the integrated Spider-Man arms on his back. Well, these ones are even better. They're a little sharp. Be careful, but look how thick and long they are. You can do so many different poses with this Spider-Man figure, and he just looks so cool, especially with all these other Spider-Man. And to have this variation of him is so nice next to this Miles Morales, because, man, just look at that long spider again. Remember, I told you I liked Amazing Spider-Man because of that, and they just broadened that even more and brightened it up in this Spider-Man. But yeah, the Miles Morales is really cool too, but you want to worry about his suit a little bit, because as I just pointed out there, if you bend too much, that's part of the suit, I'm afraid, is going to start like popping up a little bit. But man, they look so good next to each other, and all of these Spideys are worth having, in my opinion. I would not get rid of any of these for anything, even if it was a grail, because these here are grails to me, for sure. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about some more Spider-Man stuff. So I'm going to move up here and show you what I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, my Amazing Spider-Man from the comic book line, and next to this, Carnage and Venom. Now, this is what makes Spider-Man figures and the Spider-Man line, villains or figures, so unique, because like I said, there's so many different variations, and this one brings out that comic book style Spider-Man. And this figure is limited. I almost didn't get him, but I had to. I ended up getting him, and super happy that I did, because way cooler than I thought he would be. And next to this Venom from the Tom Hardy movies, wow. I mean, look at this figure. He's massive, he's stoic, he's scary, and it's Venom. You know, he doesn't have the logo on front, but I don't mind because I actually liked those movies a lot, and I'm happy to have different variations of Venom as well. But look at those veins and the detail in this head sculpt that comes on a bust that actually came from or came with Carnage. But I definitely display it anyways. But this head sculpt, this is up there, probably top five head sculpts. Not as much love for me for those Spider Verse figures, but man, look at the detail. Look at the detail on this figure. That is definitely Tom Hardy. This is the coolest, like almost like three-dimensional head sculpt I've seen. His teeth wrapping around him. You know, you can just hear him say, "We are Venom," and just closing up. But yeah, I came with this figure, the Carnage. Now, this Carnage was a lot of people's figure of the year when it came out, and I don't blame them for that because this one's pretty sweet as well. I personally like the Venom more, but this Carnage is awesome as well. We have Green Goblins as well here. And the one on the left is actually the Fiend, which is a Toys era third party figure, which definitely holds up. I'm not going to lie. Like, he's more flexible than the Goblin with Hot Toys. He might not look as great and come with a head sculpt, but he definitely is very cool and held up for a while until the Hot Toys version came out, of course. But as you can see over here, we have the William Dafoe head sculpt. And of course, it does come with the Green Goblin mask as well that you can put on his neck instead of having the William Dafoe look. But I kind of liked having the Fiend next to him so you can get both looks. But man, look at that head sculpt. You can also move his eyes around. Like, the armor on this one is much better in Toys era, but you got to worry a little bit more of flexibility. There's a little more restriction there and all of that. But yeah, those pumpkin bombs, as you see, they're different as well. Honestly, I like that. I like the orange ones better. I don't know why. It just gives me more of that comic book feel. But definitely like them both in that they come with something different. So as you can see here, here is the helmet or the mask that comes with the Hot Toys Green Goblin. So I like to have that by his feet as well, and just show that off a little bit with the glider. So you know what? I don't have any vehicles, but I will say I've got the glider. So Hot Toys, that's definitely a vehicle in my eyes, but looks really cool behind them, and just happy with that. We also have Mysterio. This one is from Far Away From Home as well, or Far From Home as well, and the detail in this Mysterio suit is crazy good. I mean, just crazy. I love the cape. I love the smoke coming around him. It makes him look very mysterious. And of course, his dome, his fishbowl lights up as well if you wanted it to. But you can bring these smoke things around the Goblin as well, and it would also make the Goblin look really cool too. So it's kind of cool with Hot Toys, figures that you can like mix and match some things that make sense. And yeah, cool to do that too. So Hot Toys, it's pretty cool for that, doing stuff like that too. But yeah, check this out. Like, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet right there. I have to admit, putting that around the Green Goblin mask, just a really, really cool accessory piece that you can use with different Spider-Man villains. Here we have Electro, guys. Now, I love Electro, and I actually really liked Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well. So I understand that he wasn't like yellow and that traditional, but I loved him. Anyways, I love Jamie Foxx as Electro. I thought he did even better in No Way Home. So good to see him as a Hot Toys figure once again in this suit. And look at the detail, the head sculpt, everything looks superb. I mean, down to the khaki pants and these boots. This is a very, very, very cool figure. Definitely on an A list, at least an A list here in my book from last year. So really, really happy to have Electro in with my Spider-Man villains. I mean, look at those eyes. Look at the forehead. Look at the crinkles in the forehead. That detail is amazing. Then we get to Doc Ock. Now, the head sculpt's not all that great, okay? But everything else about this Doc Ock figure from the No Way Home Hot Toys line is a 10 out of 10, other than the head sculpt. I mean, these tentacles are great. The jacket is great. I mean, look at this figure. You can stand him up on the tentacles behind the base. It's a really, really cool looking figure, and lucky and happy to have a Doc Ock in my display. And here they are, guys. Just really cool. I need more. I want more. I'm going to get more. Got the red and blue suit coming, and I've got Toby coming, but Toby hasn't really shipped yet from Sideshow. And I also have the a bunch of Across the Spider-Verse figures coming as well. So really looking forward to add that and add those to these figures because, man, Spider-Man is just so special. You know, it's just, it brings me happiness and brings me joy, and Hot Toys keep bringing them because it just makes so much sense to keep bringing these. There's so many different suits that you can play with and bring to life. So here's my quarter scale Spider-Man figure. He's pretty sweet too. I've got him outside because he doesn't fit into the cases, but definitely keeping him. But yeah, guys, the question is, what is the best Spider-Man figure? If you had to choose one Spider-Man figure, that's hard because I can hardly answer that. I can hardly answer this question because I love Spider-Man so much. But it's a question that has to be answered, and I don't think I can be the only one to answer that. So going back to the beginning of the video where I mentioned that I asked over 20 people if they could send me a video telling me their favorite Spider-Man or what they think the best Spider-Man Hot Toys figure is, and I am so thankful and happy and honestly shocked that so many people responded so quickly. Like I literally said, "Hey, can you send me a video by tomorrow?" And most of these people did, and I just can't believe it. And to those who weren't able to, like, I totally understand. But we got over 20 people to send a video, and I put them all together. And I'd like you guys to see, and like the rest of the community to see, what they believe the best Spider-Man Hot Toys figure is, guys. Here you go.
¿Qué pasó, YouTube? I'm Mendez from Made Media and Collecting Weekly, and my favorite Spider-Man hot toy is the Andrew Garfield from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 or No Way Home. I absolutely love this head sculpt, guys.
Alright, y'all, this is Riley Reviews for Brick's new video on the best Spider-Man to own, and y'all can see I am the Spider guy in the community. I love Spider-Man, and I will say the best one is this one right here, the Advanced Suit 2.0. I am telling you guys, if you need the best Spider-Man figure out there, it's going to be this one. The posability is amazing. It's got the relaxed hands if you want to do something museum. It's got this Venom swing effect that looks badass, and you got the new updated web swings, which is also with this Miles here, which is really nice. This is the best Spider-Man. Prove me wrong in the comments, because you're not going to. This is the best Hot Toys Spider-Man figure they've done as of now.
Alright, Brick, my favourite Hot Toys Spider-Mans would have to be the one, the Spider-Man Homecoming Deluxe. Yeah, the Tom Holland one from Homecoming with the yellow blazer, the navy kind of a hoodie, comes with the headphones, the science book, the bag and all that kind of stuff, and of course that classic red and blue. And it comes from, you know, a good movie too as well, so I think that's a bit.
What's going on, guys? Profi here. Brick is asking me what's my favorite Spider-Man in the collection. I don't see any right now, but no, I actually have the Spider-Verse Miles Morales, and I love that thing. It's so posable. It's got multiple display options. I think it's the best Spider-Man they've ever done. The suit is also amazing, no pun intended, and yeah, it's awesome. Don't sleep on that one, guys. The Spider-Verse Miles Morales from the original Into the Spider-Verse with the Jordan 1s, that just completely tops it off, man. Highly recommend that figure.
So, my favorite Spider-Man in the collection. Well, we have a third-party Toby right here, so it can't be this guy. Integrated suit is very beautiful, but I think I'm gonna have to go with my guy Andrew right here, looking amazing. That beautiful red and that blue contrasting with the modified eyes I put on it. Oh, it just looks so good in person. But when I do get that Hot Toys Toby, we might have a different champion there.
Hey Brick, my favorite Spider-Man figure is Peter Parker Advanced Suit 2.0 from Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5.
What's my favorite Spider-Man? It's gotta be Garfield. Love me some Garfield.
What's up, guys? Lokey Collector here, bringing you my favorite Spider-Man figures Hot Toys have ever made. I'm going to give you three, no particular order, but number one, Iron Man, Iron Spider, more specifically, from the Spider-Man video game. Number 2, Tom Holland, the No Way Home, no, was it Homecoming suit. Homecoming suit / Civil War. And number 3, gotta be the Tobey Maguire symbiote suit there. Alright guys, that's 3. Catch you later.
What's going on? This is Marco G from 16Fix, and my favorite Spider-Man is the homemade suit. I do have it with the head sculpt on. I just think he looks great. He's the most posable version as well.
Hey Brick, my favorite Spider-Man figure that Hot Toys has done would have to be the Tobey Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
My favorite Spider-Man of all time has to be none other than Andrew Garfield from TASM 2.
Yo, what's going on? Favorite Spider-Man hot toy, I would say at the moment, would be the 2020 Miles Morales suit. That was my favorite suit to use in the game. I love the light up feature on it, and overall I think it's just an awesome looking suit. Alright.
Gonna have to give my favorite Hot Toy Spider-Man, give that one to the Infinity War Iron Spider. That figure is a masterpiece.
As far as my favorite Spidey hot toy, it will probably have to be the red and blue Spider-Man Tom Holland. I don't have a Spider-Man yet. It's the only one that I've pre-ordered. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Peter Parker overall. So, and then I like that red and blue suit. So that's why I pre-ordered him. So I would say he's my favorite one. Like I said, even though I don't technically have it yet. So that will be my answer there.
What up, what up? You already know my favorite Spider-Man. Right behind me, Miles Morales.
Alright, Brick's favorite Spider-Man is this guy, quarter scale Hot Toy Spider-Man. I mean, look at that. If not, we're talking about 1/6, then it would be this guy right here.
Favorite Spider-Man figure, the VGM Miles Morales. I love it, you should love it too. It was figure of the year that year, and it's still my favorite figure. Should be yours too.
Hey everyone, Zor Photography here, and my favorite Spider-Man hot toys has to be the Advanced Suit 2.0 from the new Spider-Man 2 video game. This suit is such a sleek design, especially with the mechanical arms, it just adds a nice touch to it.
Jedi here. What's up, Brick? My favorite Spider-Man is the Amazing Spider-Man, the one that just came out. It was 2,000 pieces, very limited, and it was accurate to the comic book version. That is the Spider-Man that I would love to have, and hopefully one day I get.
My favorite Spider-Man is Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse. Not only is he a Boricua that I gotta represent, but he's the most posable Spider-Man figure out there. He's that damn cool.
How's it going, folks? Nick's Collectibles here, and I'm here to answer the question, Nick, what is the best Hot Toy Spider-Man there is? Well, you might think I'm about to say Tobey, eh? I might be a little bit biased, but no. Ladies and gentlemen, Advanced Suit 2.0 just so happens to be the best Spider-Man figure Hot Toys has ever made. No doubt about it. They went hard. That's all I have to say.
Hey everybody's Broke on Toys here. My favorite Spider-Man's the one and only Tobey Maguire.
Hey everybody, so my favorite Spider-Man hot toy is none other than, and this is an easy one, Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales.
What's going on, y'all? Aaron Collects here, and I would say my favorite Spider-Man hot toy is Tobey Maguire. You already know, you gotta go classic. Best Spider-Man out here.
What is up, everybody? Hot Toys Hotline here. Brick wanted me to show you my favorite Hot Toy Spider-Man. Gotta go with the comic-inspired Spider-Man.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Chris here, aka Mr. Stark. And my favorite Hot Toy Spider-Man figure? It's gotta be this guy.
What's going on, everybody? Reverse Zeo here, and I just wanted to share my favorite Spider-Man in the collection. It has to be the Hot Toys Classic Suit Spidey that they made a few years ago with this third-party sculpt. Very, very spectacular.
So this message is for Brick Artemis. Brick Artemis, I need to tell you my favorite Spider-Man hot toy, and it of course is as I drive, the Hot Toys Spider-Man Far From Home movie promo tech suit version, if we're counting figures that have released. If we're counting figures that have not released, it is the new red and blue suit from No Way Home. Of course, Tom Holland is goated. I would not accept any other possibility. Tom Holland is goated as Spider-Man. And of course, we're going to pick a Tom Holland. So we're going to go with the tech suit, the movie promo version, the improved one. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice.
What's up, everybody? Punk Litoris here. Now, Hot Toys has made some great Spider-Man figures over the years, but my personal favorite happens to be 2099. And while he might not be perfect, Hot Toys really did capture every aspect of this amazing costume, right down to the pointy fingertips. Back to you, Brick!
Wow, I am shocked, and I am beyond happy, and I don't know what I am, but it's amazing that so many different people in our community went ahead and did this for me. Many that I'm very surprised that actually responded and did this so quickly. So thank you to all of you, because this means a lot. I would not have been able to do this video without you, and it's really cool to see and to learn what everybody's favorite Spider-Man Hot Toy figure is, and the love that Spider-Man has in this community. Man, just an amazing feeling. So guys, once again, hit that like button, if not for me, for them, and hit that subscribe button as well, so, and the notification bell, so you guys know when the next video is coming. And comment down below your favorite or the best Spider-Man Hot Toys there is, whether you own it or not. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for everyone who volunteered or who went ahead and did this video for me and to make this work once again. So thank you all. Keep bricking.